Section 3.13 is called motor driving a load having inertia. And really what we're doing, we're just sort of expanding upon the equation 314. And what we want to account for is the inertia of the revolving system, the load, and all the components of that. And so we're going to add an equation that allows us to do some pretty interesting calculations. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to sort of break this down into two sections. And the second section will be specifically working this problem in our text, example 312. It looks a little bit overwhelming at first because there's so many parts of it, but we're going to walk through it and make sure that we understand, because it's really pretty good and really brings all this together for us. Now, as he mentions in this section, normally when a motor drives a mechanical load, the speed is usually constant, and in this state of dynamic equilibrium, the motor torque and the load torque are equal. And something that's not considered, and we didn't think about this to complicate it initially, is the inertia of the revolving parts that are under these conditions. Okay, so there's this additional inertia of these parts in the system that are rotating. So we need to account for that. And we're going to bring this equation 315 into this, which will allow us to be a little more universal and all-encompassing in our considerations of these situations. You know, if the motor torque is raised and it exceeds the load torque, the speed will increase. Conversely, when the motor torque is less than the load, the speed drops. The increase or decrease is this delta N. And this is the same as equation 314, except now just this torque that we had here, right? If we look back and looked at 14, it is replaced by the net torque between the motor and the load. And it's going to allow us to do some interesting things and work some good problems. And he says that this J number, again, is the moment of inertia of all the revolving parts in the system. Okay, so let's work off of this. And I'm going to end this and call this part one. And then what we'll do is, or what I'll do, is create another video, and we'll walk through this example 312. And I think if you can get this example 312 and understand all the parts of it, you've really got a really good grasp of what's going on with this.